tonight, the title is called Intangibles, How Team Sports Can Improve a Child's Future. How team sports can improve a child's future. Please, everyone welcome, for speaker number 6, Joel.
I want everyone here to think of a country in their head. Any country you can think of. Because after, I'm going to point out a few of you, and then I'm going to tell you how all those countries have something in common, no matter how far wide-ranging the countries you choose are. Are you ready? Ryan.
Canada.
Canada. Bob.
India.
India. Vernon. Any country.
Any country, Bangladesh.
Ray.
North Korea.
Okay, so we have Bangladesh, North Korea, Canada, and
India.
India. Couldn't be more polarized, farther from each other. But I will tell you, if you go into a schoolyard or a yard in any of those countries, an area of space, you will find children playing some sort of sport. You don't have to be rich, you don't have to be, it doesn't matter if you're poor. We're all drawn to sports at a young age, or most of us are, a lot of us are. Tonight, I don't want to mix up the word sport with what professional sports have become. Money, greed, glamour. I'm here to talk about the core of sports in our youth. The time it's the most joyous, that we're just doing it for fun, we're just doing it for the experience, and what we get from it. At my age now, I'm not thinking I'm going to make it to be a professional athlete. I'm not thinking I'm going to make millions of dollars off playing basketball. But I still go out every Saturday and I play. And I was thinking last week, I've spent a lot of my life playing sports. And a lot of people I know have spent a lot of their life playing sports. Have I gained anything from this, or have I just been wasting hours, days, years of my time? So I decided I was going to do a speech on the intangibles you get from playing sports. Tangibles are things you can't quantify. I can't say, I gained this many pounds, or I made this much money. They're things that benefit you that you can't quantify, you can't put into number form. They just make you a better person. So I started to think about my speech and I realized this is going to be totally subjective. How am I going to give a speech on the benefits of sports only relating to me? So I went on Facebook and I typed a question out to about 30 different people. I typed, how has playing sports in your youth helped you later in life? And I sent that to 30 people from 5 different countries, ranging from the ages of about 18 to 35. I got back 30 positive responses. So I thought, okay, it's not just me. Other people are feeling these things too. So I took the things that I got from these people and I thought, okay, well there's 15, 20 different answers here, but a lot of them are repeat answers. So I took 6, along with one that isn't really an intangible skill, and I'm going to talk about each one of them very briefly tonight. The first is the most cliche of them all, teamwork. You play a team sport, you're surrounded by others, but like a team in the workplace, you don't choose your team. The coach does, your region does, wherever you're from does. You're placed into a situation with other people who aren't necessarily your family or friends, and you're forced to work together towards a common goal. You soon learn, if you try to leverage all the power on your team, the rest of the team pulls away and you can't succeed as a group. So without successful teamwork built at a young age, you don't succeed in sports, you don't get that feeling from teamwork that you can apply, whether it's in work, in family life, later in your life. Second, social skills and friendship. Growing up, a lot of us, the friends we make are in our classes at school. That's where we make our friends, maybe church group or something like that. But we don't have much of an opportunity to make friends from different socioeconomic backgrounds, different races, different colors. But sports provided that. They put you into a situation with people from all different backgrounds, different family lives, different priorities, different places. And they help you understand at a young age, people are different, but we can find commonalities within us to work towards a common goal as well. You make friends from outside of the box when you get involved in these sports. 3, leadership. A team will not succeed without clearly defined leaders. You learn that at a young age. You learn in a tight situation, in a tight game, that someone needs to step up and provide guidance or leadership to the rest of the team. And you realize the first time you do that, wow, that felt good. When you're standing in a circle and everyone listens to you, it feels really good to be looked upon as a leader. That directly transitions into almost any workplace environment that you're going to need to step into, whether it's teaching, whether it's business. It doesn't matter. People always need to look upon someone to lead them in a difficult situation. Next, conflict resolution. Throughout my years playing basketball in high school, I had the experience of having my father as my coach. I soon learned you can't just yell at your dad like you do at home when he's your coach. I was constantly conflicted inside thinking, oh, I want to scream at this man, he's not treating me fairly, he's making things hard on me because I'm his son. But I learned that's not how I had to resolve a conflict. As well, oftentimes you're placed on a team with someone you hate, but you don't get the glory if he doesn't get the glory or she doesn't get the glory. Even though you're facing each other with a direct conflict outside of the court or the field or whatever you're playing on, you have to learn to get together. You have to resolve those conflicts for the time being. Number 5, coping with failure. Throughout our lives, we're destined for failure. It's how we deal with those failures that make us a better person. Gaining the experience of losing the big game, of not making the team, are going to make you a stronger person in the long run. Michael Jordan famously got cut from his grade 10 basketball team. Everyone here might not know that. He went to look up on the list, and Michael Jordan's name was not on the list. That was the point in his life where he could have never gone back to basketball again, but he worked twice as hard and became who he is. And last, embracing competition. To most, especially in the capitalist structure, life is competition. If you don't learn to embrace it and thrive in it, you get left behind. People are always gunning for the spot that you're gunning for. If you don't learn to embrace that competition, not necessarily in a cutthroat way, but at least to take the competition, internalize it and say, I'm going to do my best, then you're not going to succeed. That's something you learn at a young age. This is fun, the pressure is on. I could lose, but I'm excited. Quickly, we learn all those things from positive mentors. Over the course of my life, I've had over 50 different coaches. Most of those were extremely positive mentors. Outside of the classroom, that's an extra 40 or 50 people who have had an impact on my life, directing me in the right way. And quickly, to conclude, I'm not trying to say sports is the only way to success or happiness. I'm a huge advocate for drama, music, other forms of education outside the classroom, but just getting involved is what's important. I'm going to wrap this up with a stat. In 1987, there was a study done on Fortune 500 CEOs or vice presidents and above. They took 75 countries in the Fortune 500, and of the people that were vice president and above, 95% had played high school sports. They found time and time again, more than SAT scores, more than honors degrees. It's the biggest factor that leads to not only economic success, but other forms of happiness and success as well. And I must wrap this up. I hope that tonight you have seen why sports can be very beneficial for youth, not only in their youth, but in their future as well. Thank you.
Awesome.